I'm speaking on some real shit. I'm a real bitch, period. And I just really wanted to make this video to get this off my heart and my soul. And this is my unpopular opinion, sweetie. So don't come for me, because I said what I said, and I'll say it again, period. Hey y'all, Morgan here, and welcome to my channel. So today's video is going to be a little bit different from the content that I usually post, but I definitely want to add like a little mini YouTube series about chit-chatting, just so we could just talk about different topics and stuff that may come up, especially if it's relevant to how you're feeling. I know today's topic, I wanted to talk about like societal pressure on success, especially with me being a young person. I just feel like this is something I could really speak on from current personal experience. So I just think it would be so cool to use my platform as a tool to just talk about things that people might be uncomfortable talking about, because I have no problem speaking on something that's personal or just relevant. Like, I don't have an issue speaking on something even though it might be considered difficult or taboo or whatever. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion, and I'm gonna talk about it. Before we get right into the topic, if you're new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I think you'll really enjoy my channel, and I'm trying to build, you know, I got goals and stuff. Okay, so by hitting that subscribe button, you're really supporting me, and I'm trying to build a community, you know. Also hit that like button, and make sure you hit that notification bell if you want to know every time I'm posting. And don't forget to leave a comment. I love to hear what y'all have to say, and share this video so you can bring more people to my channel. Let's go ahead and get right into the video. All right, y'all, so I'm known for talking really fast. That's really an issue, so I'm gonna try to slow it down and not sound so out of breath, because I be watching my old videos like, girl, can you breathe? Like, can you breathe? So I'm gonna try to slow it down. But I don't know if you guys know this, but you can go in YouTube setting directly, and you can change and you can change the pace of the video. So if you feel like I'm speaking too fast at certain moments, make sure you do that so you can really catch what I'm trying to say. Now let's get into the nitty-gritty. Today I'm talking about like pressures of young people and trying to be successful in society. Like, this is something that's really been weighing on me, because I'm only 20 years old, okay? I'm 20 years old. I turn 21 next month, December 30th, Capricorn season, baby. We the best signs, period. Anyways, yeah, I'm a young person. I'm a senior in college. I'm a psychology major, and I'm just trying to figure out what I want to do. But social media is definitely a beast, in my opinion. I actually did a poll on my Instagram like a while back. If I still have the screenshot of the results, I'll insert like a little clip or whatever. But I was just asking if people think that social media is detrimental, or if you think that social media can be beneficial. And more people said it was detrimental, but for me, even though I asked the question, it was really difficult for me to pick an answer, because I think it depends. But today we're going to be talking more about the detrimental side and how we kind of compare ourselves to the things that we see on social media. You're going to hear me keep saying that I'm young, bazi throughout the video, because that's just the truth of it. And I feel like watching YouTube and being on Twitter and being on Instagram, like, you just see so many other young people that's doing this and that, or even older people doing this and that, and you just kind of get caught up in comparing yourself. And I think that's really hard on the mental, and it just kind of makes people lack motivation. So that's why I wanted to speak on it, in case you're going through the same thing that I'm going through, or you're feeling that way too, because I think it's okay to feel stuck. Like, I feel stuck right now, child. Okay, I'm about to have my degree in a few months, and it's just like, I have all these things that I'm interested in, and then it's like, well, now what? I see this person, and let me put this out there right now, baby, I'm not a hater. Okay, I'm not a hater. I want to see everybody doing good, especially my black people. I don't care what you got to say about a race card, whatever. I'm happy to see the black people, black community, black women especially doing good out here. You know what I'm saying? So this is not a hating ass type video. I'm just speaking on some real shit. Like, I'm speaking from my own personal viewpoint. And yeah, like, you'll be seeing this one person like, oh my gosh, she's 17, she got her own apartment. Oh my gosh, she's 21, she got this booming ass business. She done made $1 million in like 20 minutes. I don't know. And sometimes it's just like, damn, what am I supposed to do? Like, what about me? And I think people just don't talk enough about it. On Twitter, I feel like we all see the same tweet, like, people be 21 thinking they're supposed to have their life together. But real shit, all these people that y'all be praising, I'm not gonna say y'all, cause shit, me too sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. I ain't gonna front for the camera. I ain't gonna lie. But sometimes we be praising these people who seem like they got it all together. And sometimes I just be having to step back like, Morgan, girl, they only post what they want you to see. Period. That's a spoken word. That's a motherfucking spoken word. I need to make me a poem or something. But yes, they only post like what they want you to see. So I'm trying to step back a little bit from social media, which is hard because I'm trying to build all of my communities. Like, I have goals for each of my social media. To be honest, I'm working, child. I'm working. But yeah, so I'm trying to step back. Even though I want to build it, I'm trying to step back and really be like, okay, focus on what you want to do. Stop being so caught up in what everybody else is doing. And I think that's extremely difficult because as young people, matter of fact, leave a comment on how many times I say young people. Leave a comment. I want to know how many times I say that, because again, it's going to be a recurring thing. But as young people, we rely so much on social media for news, for trends, for inspiration, for so many things. Like, we're constantly taking in outside information and outside opinions and perspectives that sometimes we lose our own self and we lose focus of what we want to do because we're seeing all of this and it's like, damn, that's what I want to do, that's what I want to do, that's what I want to do. But we don't take time as people to be like, well, what is it that I truly want to do? So I'm trying to separate the expectation that social media gives off and the standard that people now have for young people coming up, that's especially in the spotlight. I'm trying to separate myself from that to be like, okay, so what is it that I truly want to do? And that's hard. That's hard. And I feel like that's where I'm at now. Leave a comment if that's where you at, because I know I'm not the only one. I know I'm not going crazy. Yeah, and I just really wanted to make this video to get this off my heart and my soul. And I know it seems like I'm rambling and maybe I might go off topic, but I'm speaking on some real shit, and I know that. Like, I feel like I'm speaking for the majority, honestly. Okay, so I feel like I've been talking more about like the comparison side, but now let me make it clear when I say like pressure, like the pressures that people might be under because of what they see. When I say that, I mean like people might start doing things because they think that's what's popping. I feel like society and social media is really like a popularity contest, to be honest. It's really a popularity contest if you think about it. Like, people don't even be authentic no more. Like, they just following trends. We do it too. And don't get me wrong, like, I do it. I know you do it. It's human nature. But I just don't think that we should feel like that. I just don't respect how people just feel so pressured to just, I don't know. People are coming up with some dope stuff. So I'm not trying to discredit people who are genuinely themselves, but I think the vast majority of people follow trends. And I don't think it's because we necessarily want to follow the trends unless it's like good. Does that make sense? Unless it's like something that truly is a trend that's interesting. You'd be like, oh my gosh. But no, most people follow the trends in hope of being popular. And I think that's just like sad. I think that's so sad. Like, when did we get to this point? On some real shit. Like, when did we get here? We just want to take a moment of silence to just think about that. Like, okay, so I recognize that not everybody is going to feel the same way that I feel. But just know that this conversation is a conversation that I thought needed to be had. Okay, and this is going to be a safe space. I don't care how public YouTube is. This is a safe space. We want to talk about these types of things. I want to talk about these types of things because I just think that people should have a platform or somewhere to listen to get their points across. I think everybody's perspective is relevant, and why not just use my platform as a way to speak on things that I think are important. So yeah, that's why I want to start this little chit chat series. Okay. Now that I just said that, let me talk about some things that I've been doing that I think have really made me feel good. Now, I'm not an expert. I'm not a psychologist yet. I'm not a psychologist yet, but I've been trying to incorporate certain things into my life to just keep me on track and keep me focused. So one of those things is setting goals. I know that's probably hella cliche and probably like just the normal thing that people should do, but people don't be doing it. Do you be setting goals like you're supposed to? But yeah, I've been setting goals for myself, like little goals. You know how they usually say short term, long term. I mean, I guess that's the technical part, but no, I just be setting like little goals that I want to do that I think are like attainable. I mean, that is the point of goals. Let me stop trying to explain that shit. One goal that I set for myself is trying to limit my social media time. Now, I am trying to build my platforms. There are certain things that I want to do. Like, I set goals for what I want to accomplish on each one of my social media pages. But I really think that I spend too much time on social media. So I want to make sure that the time that I'm spending on social media is useful. The time that I spend on social media, I want it to be towards accomplishing those goals, but I also want to spend time off of social media to do other shit that I like, if that makes sense. Because going back to the whole topic of everything, I don't want to set myself up to keep comparing myself to others and to keep feeling pressured to do certain things. So I set my goal by staying off of it. It makes sense to me. Hopefully I didn't confuse y'all, but it makes sense to me. Don't judge me, y'all. But another way that I've been trying to like deal with this whole thing is, it goes back to like being on social media, spending time on there, is to look for meaningful content. Let me explain that. I unfollowed the Shade Room. Y'all, it was so hard because they be having some good stuff on there. I unfollowed the Shade Room on Instagram because that shit can be depressing as hell. It's so messy. Yes, they do be having like motivational stuff on there sometimes. They be giving a little platform to small businesses and other businesses and stuff like that. But for the most part, it was messy, and I feel like I was spending way too much time on there judging people that I ain't know for real. So I deleted that. But that was a way for me to like step away from the bullshit that the society has created. That was my way of taking a step back and being like, you don't need to see that. I started following more accounts that I feel like I relate to. like one of my favorite accounts. Shout out to Danny. I think it's like Danny MC. I don't wanna butcher that. I love her. She's a plus size model, and I just feel like she is so relatable. Like she just gives normal. And that's what I'm giving. I'm completely normal, okay? I ain't got no real money for real. Exposing myself. But yeah, I followed her because I see me in her page, if that makes sense. And yeah, that's comparison, but I think that's a healthy comparison. I think there's a certain extent that you can compare yourself to somebody. Was that a contradiction? At this point, maybe I'm just talking. I'm probably just talking. I also follow accounts that have like motivational words and stuff that makes me laugh. Like, I really just want to enjoy my social media without being a bitch. I think that's the perfect way for me to put it, right? I want to enjoy the little bit of time that I'm spending now on social media, following and viewing accounts that I want to and that I personally enjoy without being a bitch. Point blank, period. I don't want to disrespect nobody. I don't want to be rude, so I'm trying not to follow that type of shit. And I'm following stuff that is like, okay, that's what I want to do. For real. Focus. So I just be trying to see what other people do just as inspiration, as motivation for me to accomplish what I want to do. Y'all, I really don't have that much more to say. Those are the main things that I've been doing that I think has been helping me not compare I am comparing myself still, but not compare myself in an unhealthy way. I really think by setting goals and being conscious of how much time I spend on social media and who I follow on social media has really helped me like be more focused. Be more focused, be more self-aware. Yeah, I hope y'all don't feel like I'm just rambling and talking shit. I really hope that y'all understood where I was coming from with this message, and I hope that this was helpful to someone, even if that helpful isn't you using my tips that I gave, but it's just being like, oh wow, like somebody really feels the same way that I feel. Like, yeah, we exist, poo. And I'm here to talk about whatever y'all want to talk about. So make sure you leave a comment on a topic that y'all want to discuss, because I actually like this talking thing. I wish like I could literally talk to a group of people like being in front of me and stuff like that. I think that would make it more awkward, because I'm an awkward person. I mean, not more awkward, less awkward, because I'm an awkward person and I feel like I just be talking to the camera and I be getting off track. And I think if y'all were here for real, it would be a little different. But yeah, I do enjoy talking and I can talk forever. So that's why I'm about to end this video. Thank y'all so much for listening. If you got to this point, like, damn, I really appreciate you for watching this through and through. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already done so. Join the family. Join the community that I'm trying to build. I'm going to start giving y'all vlogs, fashion content. I'm excited about that because I love clothes low-key, so why not incorporate that into my channel? Beauty, natural hair, and just realness. I'm a real bitch, period, because this is my page and I'm unapologetically myself, period. So yeah, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you share this video. I keep telling y'all to leave a comment, so do it for real. Leave me a comment so I can read that shit. And I will see all of you guys in my next video. Bye.